So I understand the next speakers will talk about the strategy for European agriculture of tomorrow. We at Ceja believe that the main priority of the public policies of Europe of tomorrow should be the renewal of generation in the sector. You may know the statistics, but I would like to reiterate them again. Today, only 6% of the farmers are under the age of 35 years old, and 30%, so a third of the farmers, are actually older than 65 and will be retired in the next 10 years. So for us at Ceja, we see this demographic challenge as a big issue and a main issue, especially considering all the societal demands and requests for the agriculture of tomorrow. So we believe that the European public policies and the CAP in particular should address this issue and promote the young farmers and help them, especially in the first year of installation, to have access to land and access to credits, which have been identified as the two main barriers to entry the industry. So at Ceja, and together with our 28 national organizations, we have developed a position calling for a young farmers package in the future CAP. And there what we ask is actually to have a very ambitious European installation policy, and I should say a European common installation policy. When looking at the present situation, we can only regret that some member states take the renewal of generation in agriculture as a priority, and many actually don't. So what we see is a big discrepancy between public policies of member states. Some actually support young farmers through the installation aid, but some don't for various reasons, mainly because of national financial shortage. Basically, the situation is that there is some, let's say, there is no level playing field in Europe when you're a young farmer, because depending on where you are, you get support or you don't. So at Ceja, what we ask is actually a combination of measures under Pillar 1 and Pillar 2 of the CAP. We believe that in the communication, as it has been put forward by the Commissioner in November last year, there is a room for improvement, and you can see that the structure of direct payment in the Pillar 1 has been revisited. So we believe that there is actually a margin of maneuver in this new structure to see for the first years of installation of the young farmers a top-up payment for the young. And so this is our main ideas for Pillar 1. Under Pillar 2, we believe that the measures they are today should be maintained but also strengthened. As you can imagine, some member states, because it's co-financed, so some member states use the measures under Pillar 2 and some don't, as I said previously. So what we would like to see is somehow bind the member states to use the measures as they exist today, but we would also like to actually develop all those measures. In particular, we believe that there should be more support for investment and modernization on the farm when it's done by a young farmer when he takes over the farm. Also, a second really key element in our position, which I think is also in the heart of Ceja, is the training and education for young farmers through, in particular, a Erasmus for young farmers. So what we would like to see implemented is somehow a Leonardo or Erasmus program for young farmers that would allow young farmers or a young person who's interested in taking or being involved in the farming activities later on, that this person has the possibility to do a traineeship abroad for a certain period, like 6 months. And this is really key also in our proposal. So as a conclusion, maybe I would say that it's really timing now to discuss all this strategy for Europe for tomorrow. As you know, there is the death report now being discussed at the European Parliament on the future of the agriculture common policy, and not yesterday, but the 17th of March, there was also a farm council, so the member states discussing the CEAP, where they draw some conclusions. So I think it's actually a very good idea to have your conference at this end of the month and to discuss all those important topics. And we at Ceja would like to wish you a very successful event. Thank you very much. And you can, if you have any question, you can contact us through our website or Facebook page. Thank you very much.